Welcome to Soapdish. And I have to welcome back Ms. Teri Knight, my co-host
Thanks,
of
Mark.
Bold and Beautiful on Soapdish.
Man, I was jonesing to do this. It's like I had to binge watch the episodes and
Oh, that's funny.
I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too. It's good that we chatted for probably too long before, but it's nice to get
Yeah,
caught.
well.
It's nice to get caught
Yeah,
up a
it
little
was.
bit, Terry.
Definitely. And thank you to Luann, who was
Yeah.
your co-host for several
Well, at least two.
podcasts, I believe. Two. Okay, yeah.
It's probably been a
So,
month since you and I have done it, I would
It
guess.
has.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
All right,
right.
let's get rolling. It's November
Definitely.
2nd already, 2023.
mm-hmm.
The showdown, Terry, continues for Ridge and Eric, and this week was the grand finale show of the big dress lines standoff,
Yes.
whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
So,
Showdown.
yeah, right.
It was,
So the
the dresses were gorgeous.
Oh, I thought so too. And
I
usually
thought-
I think they're just wacky.
Yeah, no, these
when they
were
do some of those
beautiful.
shows, I think because they have all these big like shoulder pads that go flying. I'm like,
Yes.
"Ooh, maybe that's cool in California, but I don't see it.
That don't fly in Minnesota.
No, it's too cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the dress show starts, this is funny because Lauren Fenmore
Yes.
and Esther, who was the housekeeper for Catherine Chancellor. Now, Catherine died years ago on the Young and the Restless.
Okay.
But Esther was her cleaning lady, whatever, maid. She kind of did it all for Catherine Chancellor.
Yes.
So anyway, Lauren brought her to the dress standoff on the bowl. It's another one of those crossovers that you and I have talked about in the past.
And I thought it was cute.
I
She
did
was.
too.
I mean, it was cheesy.
And
she
that's
was
her.
clearly a
And we're going to
goofball.
talk about this, Terry. But
Okay.
the opposite, or the person that plays the equivalent on the Bold, would
Yes.
be Charlie, the crack security guy, which is interesting. We'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay. And then Marie Osmond made an appearance.
I was looking at her and I'm thinking, she looks familiar.
Oh, you didn't figure out who she
At
was right away?
first I thought, well, she's got so much work done.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, holy man, you don't look like you're probably, she's got to be around almost, 68?
Oh, she's got to be.
At
I was going to
least?
say she's got to be pushing 70.
Yeah. And, whoa. I mean, good for her. She got to do the thing that she really wanted to do.
Must have been a bucket
So
list thing
that-
for her, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
But she was a snot.
Well, that's what I was going
The
to say.
character. Yeah.
She's a snot.
She was very, yes.
Persnippety.
Yeah, and mean to Esther.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Just
that.
cruel.
But
I didn't like, how would I say this? I didn't like how they casted that or the storyline, because I don't necessarily, I've always had kind of a positive
oh yes.
look at Donnie and
Marie.
Marie both.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, wow, why are you making her, I don't know. It's just a show, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I thought, oh well, okay. That's unfortunate.
I was going to say, the only reason I
but
recognize...
maybe that's what she wanted
She must
to do
have.
too.
She must have.
To be, yeah.
A snot.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason I recognized her, Terry, is that I've seen her in the last couple years as she is. She's had a lot of makeup. She's lost a lot of weight. She's had facial work done,
Yes.
like you said. She was a spokesperson for like Nutrisystem or one of those diet programs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she was on TV.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have either, because she looks a lot different.
Yeah. It was, wow. Looked good, I guess.
Yeah, for her age, she looks good.
She does not look like her age. So, yes.
Well, right.
It's-
At some point that gets, how would I say this? I always say that about guys. So when I see guys that are, you can clearly tell they're coloring their hair just jet black. And then they do a comb over or something. And they're doing all this stuff to make themselves look young. And it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
You're not fooling anybody.
No.
In fact, you look kind of stupid because everybody knows you're not
just
40.
Let her rip, buddy.
Let it rip.
Because you're gonna...
That's how I look at it.
Oh, it's just too much work for upkeep.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Plus, it'd be a lot of money, but yeah, for women.
Women especially,
Yes.
So Esther falls for security guru Charlie. We just mentioned that. Those two.
Yes.
They're just smitten with each other on this show. What'd you think of that?
That was... Well, at first I thought, well, where's Pam?
Well, that's what I put on our agenda. I'm like, I said, what happened to Pam?
I wonder, she may just
dropped off.
The actress may have just decided she didn't want to do the show anymore, or was her husband sick
in real life? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
very possibly.
He might have
I did not
been.
hear that though.
I think he might have been. I should have looked that up, but I'll get the research department on it.
Yeah, we'll get him on it.
Yeah,
it's been a slow news week in soaps.
Yeah, well, and Marie Osmond was the big thing. But yeah, that's all I'm thinking, because there was a reference Charlie made to Pam not wanting to come back from somewhere. So
Portugal?
Yeah, that's it. Maybe. Well, it is pretty there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's what I think.
Okay.
So it was cute.
I didn't catch any of that, so I was like, what the hell happened to Pam?
No,
Okay.
He did make a reference to that earlier, before Esther showed up.
Okay.
He was talking
to
somebody
setting it up,
else. Yeah, they did.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the votes are in on the dresses. Carter reveals to Ridge that Ridge won. And the only people in the office at that point were Ridge, Brooke, and Carter. So those are the only three that knew that. A short time later, RJ comes in and he tells Ridge, you can't give out the results. He's stalling them and saying you can't, And he eventually tells Ridge, that's the thing about soaps. Get it out. Yeah. Jeez Louise, it takes 10 minutes sometimes to get the story out.
Move along.
You just stand there and you're like, would you tell
agree.
him? Tell him.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets irritating.
Yeah. All right. So, and I thought, Ridge, you aren't going to tell him you won. And he didn't. They kind of left us hanging for a minute or so there, but he did end up saying, Eric, you won.
I figured he would do that. I thought he has to.
I did.
And it could also, I have some thoughts about how that may turn.
Okay.
But that'll be later. So he had to.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'll tell you, because he was being a real asshole.
He kind of was. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
he was being a jerk. So.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
All right. A short time after that, let me just say this. Eric was joyous after Ridge told him that. And then I'm thinking to myself, that would have been, he knew he did the right thing, I guess, at that point. I could tell Brooke knew it too. Everybody knew. It's like, thank God you told him you won,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And
all
the big thing today.
Yeah. Steffi is
Go
back.
for it. Yeah. Boy, she is one gorgeous woman.
She really is.
She is a stunner. Wow.
And the thing of it
4
is,
kids?
she bounces back from having babies like, wow. I think she works out like a madman, but
I'm sure she does, but still.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Good for her.
When she came in the scene today, I go, wow, for just having a baby, she's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
She is anyway, but you just think coming back that quickly,
Well, and having 4 kids.
Yeah.
It's not like she just had one.
Right.
She had 4, so wow.
I got to put the research department on that too, because I'm wondering if the dad, her husband, is a home dad, or they both have good jobs,
yeah,
and there's a nanny
or
house.
something. Yeah, I don't know.
I have to get the research department on that, Teri.
Yep, get them on it. They've got things to do now. We're back.
We're back.
That's right.
All right, spoiler alert for our listeners. You might want to cover your ears if you don't want to know what's going to happen next, because it was revealed. The Soapdish research department revealed to me that Liam is back now that Steffi's back, and he's going to be showing us his real dark side. I mean, basically what we were seeing of him earlier, where he's being snotty, is going to be a walk in the park, the way it sounds compared. They're going to change his role significantly.
Wow.
On the show. According to...
Well, then maybe he'll be interesting.
What's that?
Okay. Well, then maybe he'll be interesting instead of just a waffling
Instead of being
whiner.
such a whiny little turd.
Yeah, that was getting way old.
Yeah, so maybe they said, we got to do... They might have said something like that, Teri. We got to do something with this character.
Well, they've been listening to us.
I would imagine that's accurate.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure The
other thing is that they're going to create some kind of a secret past for Liam that we're not aware of.
Oh.
That we currently are not aware of. So that'll be interesting.
They could easily do that because...
Well, especially because he didn't...
he didn't even know.
He didn't know
that
Bill at all.
Was his dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they certainly could do that. There's a lot of years there that are unaccounted for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that could be good.
That could be damn good.
Yes.
Like you said, Teri, it's about time. I mean, let's do something different with Liam's character.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right. Super sudsy questions for you, Teri.
Okay.
Will Eric survive his 6 months to live scenario? What do you think?
I don't think so.
Really?
Well, at first, I think he's going to be all pumped up and he's going to be excited. Mm-hmm. My question about that is, I mean, in my view, Eric was being very selfish by
I agree.
Forcing Donna and RJ to keep their mouths shut. That was very, very unfair.
I agree.
Yeah, that's too much of a burden to in particular Donna. I mean, you can't carry that load by yourself. That I thought was crappy.
I agree.
So then I'm thinking, now that he's won, is he going to become insufferable? Like, well, I'm the great Eric Forrester. I don't know.
Yeah, because his ego seems to have inflated over this. You're right.
Yes. The other thought is, now Carter knows the truth.
That's true.
Will Carter let it slip? In front of Eric?
Ooh.
And if he does, how will Eric take that? I don't know. It's just throwing up some stuff about
interesting.
That. So I don't know. What do you think?
I think he's going to take over Forrester as he hoped to now. That was part of the deal. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be really problematic. I can't decide if they're writing him off the show or not. I just can't decide. Or if all of a sudden, because you know what? It's a soap. So all of a sudden he gets medically cured by a miracle. Or, So it's possible. My only question is probably the same as yours. Is he ready to retire? Which he could be.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know, Teri. I'm stuck on this one.
I don't know.
That's part of the reason I put it in there.
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
And
right.
you already alluded a little bit to my next question for you, but why will Eric find out that he didn't win the dress line contest?
Mm-hmm.
You're
I
saying,
think there's I
go ahead.
I think he's gonna find out
Yeah, I would
some
agree with
way
you.
or another. Um, but I can only see it being Carter that would accidentally let it slip.
How about Luna, though? She's a wild card. She
Yeah,
knows.
but she doesn't know. She doesn't know
Oh,
who
doesn't
won.
she?
No. The only people that know.
Oh, she does know, though. She knows Eric's dying.
Oh yeah, but she doesn't
Oh,
know that
oh,
he
that way. Yeah.
lost the
You're right.
challenge.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, so I don't
You're right.
think
It is
that.
only those
Sorry
three. You're
about that.
right.
Yeah, so they're the only Carter, RJ, Brooke, and Ridge.
Brooke and Ridge.
Yeah, that's it. So
Could be pillow talk coming up with Carter.
oh,
Or
that's
RJ
right. I
and
forgot
Luna.
because
That
he's
could be
with.
pillow talk. Because he really trusts
That's
Luna.
true.
He's
Oh, good point.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, we'll
there
see.
you go. Well,
It's gonna be
everybody's
one of
gonna
those
find
weird
out
things like
sooner or
you
later.
said. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
next one, Terry. Why did Steffi come home now? What's with the timing?
You know, well, her leave is over. Um, in real life.
We're going to talk about real life now?
Yeah, no. But I think because Liam left that message. Do you remember that?
I do.
He left a message for her saying Sheila and Deacon were together, and
Yep.
Ridge was like, nobody knows that he did that, but except for Steffi, if she heard it, which I'm
Right.
sure she did.
Right.
But Ridge made it clear what he thought of somebody that would leave that on voicemail. And it wasn't pretty. So my guess is, and I liked what she said on today's show, she's going to fight for what she wants. She's not going to run away.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I think there's going to be some more confrontation. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So I
would guess with Steffi being back that the Sheila story, which has been a little bit dormant for a while, is going to come back full force. That story.
It is.
Yeah.
And the other issue will be Liam.
Yeah. Well, that's my next question for you. That's our last question, Terry.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is Liam going to come back and make his pitch for Steffi?
Well, the waffling whiner has been doing that quite a bit already. I mean, how many times did I love her and I would never let you go if I could have that chance again. Wow, what a jerk. So I definitely think he's going to make a pitch. And now with knowledge that the dark side may come through, I have a possible prediction.
Ooh, go for it.
Well, I think that Liam is going to throw Finn under the bus regarding Sheila. He's going to set it up somehow, I think, that is going to put Finn in a very bad light. And Liam will save the day. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, wow. Terry, that's sudsy. You still got it, even after being gone for a month.
Well, we'll see. How about you? What do you think? What have you got? Have you got some?
Well, based on what we learned about Liam is potentially here coming up, is that I think it's going to get that could be a damn good storyline, depending upon what they do with it.
Right.
Because I would like to see a really bad guy Liam. I think that'd be good. That'd be a nice change. And,
It would be.
I mean, I don't like Liam, but what the hell?
No,
I
I don't
make a
either.
good storyline.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And the bad Bill, that's his
He's
dad.
not present.
So no.
Right.
But he
They
was
need a bad guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think with Steffi being madly in love with Finn, that's going to be devastating to Liam
Right.
because he was thinking,
He's got a chance.
and so then is there another way that maybe he's going to try and waffle his way back to Hope? If he does that, then there's going to be some real ramifications, and the dark side of Thomas could show up. So maybe it'll be evil versus evil.
That's two, Terry.
Yeah.
You're really sudsy.
Man.
Still got it.
And one other observation I had.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is probably
roll,
not
Terry.
a nice thing. Well, this is probably not a nice thing to say, just because it's the character. But did the kid playing Hayes today seem odd?
It wasn't the same kid, was it?
No.
Was it? I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I noticed that. I guess I didn't pay that close of attention to how he acted.
Only a little was a baby, basically, and then suddenly he's
now he's
walking.
big.
Well, yeah, and the kid just had no. It was like, okay. It was odd. I guess I expected a little bit. I don't know.
Is it Zende Jr.? I mean,
Could be.
acting wise.
Yeah, I know, with the acting chops.
Oh boy.
Know. But anyway, that's probably mean because it's just a little kid. So sorry.
Okay, Terry.
Okay.
All right, we covered a lot of ground today, so that's good. Until we dish again.
Oh, keep it sudsy.
And we're out.